using his kicks as his biggest weapon. Wants to fight long, not inside. And that's the only time we see Sergio Pettis taken down. It's when his kicks are caught. Against Chris Kalades, he effortlessly defended takedowns, so he had a kick caught. Big opportunity here for Moreno. And Moreno's got to free a hand here somehow. Well, Big John's going to stand him up. Boy, just some excellent grappling from both guys. Right when it looked like Moreno was going to pass. Pettis able to block, but now he's got his back. This very dangerous position.
Moreno's camp said, listen, if Brandon Moreno gets on Pettis' back, this fight is over. Let's see if they're right.
Looking to lock up the body lock here, but well, he's got those skinny forearms that just sneak underneath your chin as well. You hear the coaches in Pettis' corner telling which way to turn. Pettis really wants to roll to his right side and get that body triangle, that figure four, on the mat. This not a bad position either, though. Very hard to finish a rear naked choke with your back on the fence. Moreno's smart to get himself off it.
That body triangle sinking in now on Pettis. He's got nowhere to go.
It's so hard to escape it, especially with guys with long legs like this that can keep it super tight. When they get that other leg, that leg that's straight from Moreno's right leg, locked behind yours, becomes a very difficult position to counter.
Moreno won his last fight with a rear naked choke.
You gotta wonder what this does to Pettis' offense going forward after being taken down like this.
Gotta hustle here. Break the triangle, Serge. Move to your right.
So they're trying to tell him move to his right so he can put pressure on the right knee of Moreno and break that lock. The 10-8 rules are much better defined now, and they're going to be they're going to be used a lot more. And here's the difference, right? We've seen fighters all night win close 10-9 rounds. You know, this isn't a very close round. It's really been Brandon Moreno, after he caught the kick, taking him down and dominating ground position. So hard to say that this is on par with some of the 10-9 rounds we've seen tonight too.
It's got to be so difficult for Pettis. He's constantly got to be worried about that rear naked choke while he tries to escape at the same time.
Well, and Moreno's landed some nice punches, opened up a cut somewhere by his eye, so this very well could be a 10-8 round.
So a great start for Brandon Moreno here in Mexico.
Let's limit the kicks now. He threw a lazy kick to the body. They want to see more hands. And they said everything's got to sting. If you're going to throw kicks to the body, you got to throw them hard. And they also technically talked to him about how to address that body lock as well. So really good information passed in that corner. As we just don't have a whole lot to go off of with this new scoring rules because it's been so inconsistent on which commissions institute.
So now he's back in this fight against Brandon Moreno. Said he didn't like that long layoff, wants to be in the octagon as much as possible.
Well, all the time that this fight stays standing and at Pettis' range here, he's going to just continue to get his confidence back and get himself back in the fight.
Pettis not willing to go back to the ground.
But he's being awkward too. He's being hard to time, switching stances, but not engaging in too much boxing. He's doing what he said he was going to do, which is stay long. I wish we could slow it down to show you how he gets his feet in position to land strikes like that.
A couple of head kicks landed there for Pettis, but in the end, Moreno gets him right back where he wants it.
He's got his arm trapped here with his left foot. He's going to lock up a triangle here. This will be really interesting. Moreno's going to try and back out. He's using his knee against the butt to do so. Nicely done. But can Pettis take his back here? Beautiful transition on the ground.
Pettis back where he wants to be, on his feet.
Boy, that was excellent technique after he fell off that kick to get back. Threaten the submission, get back to his feet.
And again, back to the head. Is the risk reward good there for Pettis?
Absolutely. Very hard to catch high kicks and convert them to takedowns. And I think we're seeing a mindset change for Pettis where if he does get tripped on a kick, the minute his hips hit the ground, he's working his way back up. He's not going to be very comfortable on his back anymore.
Got to believe both men in the back of their mind are thinking about conserving energy. This does go 5 rounds. We're at 7,300 feet here in Mexico City.
I'll tell you what, though, in the flyweight division, man, it's hard to find flyweights that get tired in fights. I mean, Demetrius Johnson, the champ, looks like he could go 10 rounds if he wanted to.
And now Moreno opening up a little bit. And that's with Pettis back on track after a very difficult round 1.
He does, and Duke Rufus told him, you know, when he sees Moreno start to angle away, unleash that head kick from hell. And man, can he snap that lead leg up there quick.
So fast.
Really here in round 3, I think it's Moreno's got to switch things up. He's got to get more aggressive on his feet. And look to create some scrambles, create some opportunities to look for sneaky takedowns the way he did in round 1. Whether it's a kick caught or get a tight waist and wrap up and just climb on him from the back.
The one piece of advice I heard from Pettis' camp is don't throw kicks going backwards. And now Pettis catches the kick. Ooh, that just missed. The fight that Pettis wants.
And he's crowding him now. He's taking away the range that Moreno wanted this fight to be at. He's getting inside punch range right away. And Moreno too patient, making him work to get in there. And there you can see there's some limitations to the wrestling of Brandon Moreno. If there's any weakness in his game, that's it. And he really depends on unorthodox style takedowns or opportunistic moments where you make a mistake to take you down.
Another head kick lands. Oh! Pettis in a right hand. Pettis really starting to land some power shots, including that one.
That's just beautiful. The awkward movement and head movement of Moreno is not fooling Pettis anymore. He's got his range and he's got his timing.
Still a smile on his face for Brandon Moreno. That could evaporate quickly if Pettis continues to land these power punches.
Clench upper body-wise. Just try to do anything you can do to get a hold of Pettis and limit this space. And then try from there, from the body lock position, to maybe be able to grab his back, or even if he has to, if he gets real desperate in round 4, pull guard to get this fight on the ground, because at space right now on the feet, man, Sergio Pettis all over him now.
And there's another significant strike just landed. 25 of them so far here in round 3 for the Milwaukee native.
Again, there's no pump on these punches. A lot of fighters, you could see a little bit of a retraction, a little bit of a pump before the hand extends. With Pettis, man, he just shoots it right out there with quickness.
Not bad when you have an older brother who's a world champion to look up to, and now Pettis certainly impressing his big bro.
Man, he cut the right eye of Moreno. He hid that left high kick behind a jab. Moreno couldn't even see the foot coming.
And a cut now for Moreno over his right eye.
Now, and a lot of Moreno's success in the UFC so far has been capitalizing on the mistakes of his opponents. Ortiz was looking excellent in that fight. Got caught with a left high kick, got finished with a submission by Moreno. You know, just caught Ortiz, he threw a half-handed punch and came over the top of his left leg. Long time ago, he was fighting Alex Caceres. Pettis was way up on the scorecards, and out of nowhere, makes one mistake, and Caceres found that way.
Earlier you said that maybe Moreno needs to close the distance, maybe try and grapple a little bit. Is that still the game plan?
He's got to do something. His one strike at a time from distance and retreating is not working. He's got to start throwing some combinations, put his hands together, throw some wide punches, come at different angles, finish with high kicks.
¿Está bien?
The interesting thing there is Pettis' fingers were facing the sky.
Okay,
right?
It's okay.
You can't face
We're
them at your
again, I promise.
opponents.
You just tell
they
me
were
you can see,
facing
all right?
the sky.
You ready? Fight. I'm in.
I agree with the decision not to take a point there. And that's hard. Big John doesn't get instant replay.
Right. Sergio Pettis pressing much more, and the numbers prove it. The advancing statistics, Brian, 42% for Pettis.
Absolutely, but I like what Moreno's doing here. After the break, he's trying to stand his ground a little bit more. He's crouched down to a boxing stance and just trying to get in the pocket. He's got to land a strike that changed this fight. He's got to hurt Pettis. He's got to create a mistake so he can capitalize on it.
Nice jab from Pettis.
So quick.
The knee may have connected Sergio, almost timed it perfectly. Pettis believed even before this fight he was ready for a title shot. With a win tonight, everyone else will have to buy in for sure.
Not an easy thing to do, to come down here and after the round one that Moreno had, to get the crowd out of this fight. Pettis has done just that. Oh,
right hand.
A nice right hand landed there.
Do you believe Moreno possesses the one-punch power to change this fight?
Look, with gloves this small, yes, anybody can get knocked out.
Good, hustle up. Exactly.
And he's fighting just a little too cautious right now. He's got to make this ugly. He's got to go forward, force a brawl a little bit. Don't try to play a technical fight with a very technical fighter who's outclassing you on the feet right now. Get in his face.
Ever since round one, this fight has been perfect for Pettis.
Boy, and those are the types of things, if I'm in the corner of Pettis, I tell him to avoid in the next round.
Nice counter punch there, a right hand from Pettis, right on the crown of the head. How conservative should Pettis be here in round 5? As Moreno goes for a takedown and gets it. And now has Pettis on his back. A good start to round 5 here for Moreno.
It's gonna work. There we go, that's work.
Up kick, boy. A couple of them connects. But Moreno knows this is where he needs to keep Pettis.
Boy, and that's the space, though, that Pettis can't allow to get away from him. He's got to work to his feet in that position. I think he's a little worried, though, that if he bellies down and goes to all fours and Moreno takes his back again, that he's in trouble. I think that's the reason why he didn't use that position. Now he needs to get up.
Be careful. Careful, he's down. Let him be down.
I mean, you could argue that Pettis has actually landed more from his back than Moreno has on top so far.
Get up back there. Explode up. Explode up. Get your 100 up.
Either way, Moreno wanted to get Pettis down. That's where he has him. 2 minutes and change, perhaps to get the finish that he needs.
And look, very rare that judges reward anybody on bottom when someone's been on top this long.
Once again, to the corner of Sergio Pettis.
What do you want me to do? All right, let's go back to the cage here, Serge. Smart, where's your overhook? Yes,
Wizard, hard.
Where's your wizard?
Bring that wizard back.
Where's your wizard fight? How about your head fight?
144.
How about your head
Wizard.
fight?
Wizard hard. Left. Switch your hips. Switch your hips.
Huge opportunity. Now he's got the right arm trapped of Pettis, and Moreno could really try. If he could free that left hand, he could open up with some strikes here.
Trying to get the back.
Oh,
and Pettis flings him off.
Well, that's a horrible thing to think with a minute left in the round. I mean, he's got to go for it. He didn't do that much damage on the ground. And Pettis starting to land nicely now.
Blood streaming down the face of Brandon Moreno. His first ever 5-round fight. His home country here in Mexico. And it's Pettis who has the leg and answers with a right hand.
Boy, I think it was smart of him to abandon that takedown attempt. Boy, an excellent job really maximizing this last minute by Sergio Pettis. It's getting real interesting to see how these judges scored rounds 1 and 5.
So they go the distance in our main event. Did Sergio Pettis do enough? He thinks so. Backflip that he works right into a push-up position.
49-46 y dos veces 48-46. The judges have it 49-46 and twice 48-46. El ganador por decisión unánime, your winner by unanimous decision, Sergio Perez!
Thanks a lot. Thank you guys for the support.
Martin El Toro Bravo wearing the green, Wandenéi in the red.
And no surprise, Bravo gets off to a fast start. He is very, very aggressive here in Mexico City for 6 weeks. His pace is one of his biggest weapons, but Wandenéi does very well against aggressive fighters, uses their aggression very well against them with both submissions and strikes.
Martin Bravo, the Ultimate Fighter Latin America winner, and he won that title right here in Mexico City, and Wandenéi, a stunner, an absolute stunner! Do you believe it? The biggest dog on the card!
Damas y caballeros, 26 segundos de primer asalto de referee para la pelea, para el ganador por knockout. The end comes officially 26 seconds, round number 1. Your winner by KO victory, Umberto Wandenéi.
A big step up here for Nico Price, who's wearing the black trunks, Alan Jouban in blue.
Jouban feels like Nico Price leaves a lot of holes in the striking game. That's the area he'd like to capitalize on the most.
Look how aggressive Price is right from the get-go.
And Price, he comes in with no plan, doesn't care. Spent a lot of time here in Mexico City, so he's fully acclimated. But he just likes to go. He'll take any fight, anywhere, anytime.
Jouban's confident that he can end this with either one punch or one kick, saying, I can take out anyone at any time. Nico will learn this tonight.
Nice body kick there from Jouban. When Jouban really uses creativity, puts together his combinations. He's a difficult guy to deal with, but man, Nico Price's constant pressure right now, not an easy thing to deal with.
Nice setup there for the right hand, landed by Jouban. Against Alex Morono, Price was dropped at the end of round 1 and then bounced back with a huge knockout right at the very end of round 2. And lands a right, Jouban on his back! Jouban covering up, Price going in to finish!
Oh, the referee stopped him already.
That may have been early. No, maybe not. Either way, Nico Price remains unbeaten with a knockout victory over Alan Jouban.
Damas y caballeros, 1 minuto 44 segundos del primer asalto de referee para la pelea, para el ganador por knockout técnico. The end comes 144, round 1. Your winner by TKO victory. Se mantiene invicto and still undefeated, Nico, the Hybrid Price.
Tomorrow, coming.
He won season 1 of the Ultimate Fighter Latin America.
Sukamta, former soccer goalie, and really told me that his reflexes are excellent from that. He's used to parrying punches, dodging punches just from his days of catching soccer balls. Obviously, he's definitely a plus athlete.
Not a big believer in the altitude being a problem. Came here a week early, said, listen, I'm convinced with my training in the United States, I won't have any problem with my fitness.
When you come in here, where Perez was able to be here for 15 days prior to the fight and adjust a little bit more.
Nice punches thrown and landed there by Perez.
Perez is already starting to land some of those low kicks, the same low kicks that took out Scott Jorgensen, which really just killed his leg. He attacks your calf and he hits you so hard that it really limits your mobility. It was crazy.
Oh, and a straight left! Dropped Perez out of nowhere! It may have been a jab or a baby hook there from Sukamta.
Excellent technique. Now he's allowing Perez some time to recover here, not jumping on him. See if that benefits.
That's got to be a confidence booster.
Absolutely.
Sukamta said he wanted a dogfight, but said that once Perez feels my power, he won't want it back. And Perez certainly has felt his power. Logan Van Roosmalen said that really helped his stand-up game.
Yeah, you could see him smiling at him. Solid takedown defense from Sukamta there.
Ooh, an overhand right. Didn't quite land flush as Sukamta shakes it off.
Perez has got to start putting some of these punches together. He's one and done too often. and he likes to retreat to the fence and circle with his back to the fence. It really cost him against Albert Morales, where his coach, Javier Mendez, told him, you have to go forward in that fight. He's going to need to mix in some pressure in this fight as well.
Has just eaten those leg kicks, trying to get in close to land his heavy hands.
Well, one of the problems when you drop somebody, sometimes you start to look for the perfect punch, forget about your combinations in your offense, and you fall behind the scorecards. That happened to me when I fought. There again with the jab, he drops him again.
Now Perez going for a takedown.
Really nice adjustment, get the tight waist. Sukamta's fighting the hands, going 2-on-1 like he should, and defends very well.
Perez a slight favorite in this fight, minus 130. Five minutes gone here in our opening bout from the bantamweight division.
The best punch of the fight landed for Perez, and again follows the jab back with the right hand. Good quickness here from Perez, seems to be loosening up a little bit.
Sukamta's loves knees. Tried to land a flying one there, just missed.
You hear the corner, Sukamta wanting him to be more active, tell him let's go, let's let it go.
He does there, a right followed by a left.
And I like what Perez did there. That was that he literally faked the takedown just to throw a combination. Trying to confuse Sukamta and be a little less predictable, but he's dropped again.
3 times he says with the jab. And you can hear the whistles raining down. Sukamta full of confidence, especially with that left jab.
He leaves himself open when he throws those kicks, and there, man, he got caught heavy. And that's going to influence the judges, and there he walks into another jab with his chin high as he enters into his combinations.
Doesn't even need the right. And then a left hook to the body. Surprise Perez. Oh, and a left hand. A hook that time. And more taunting from Sukamta. Perez still going back to those low kicks, and they have been effective.
And he's not setting them up with his hands, and both of those were blocked.
Overhand right. And Sukamta knocked down for the first time in this fight.
That's exactly what Perez needed to get some momentum on his side. I don't think he hurt Sukamta. I think that was a slip. But Perez doesn't know that. And mentally, he's back in this fight. As him getting dropped, if he gives up a minute of top control time, Perez could steal this round and make it one apiece. And I disagree with Perez's decision to walk him to the wall. I don't know why he should. I like when fighters leave him in the center of the octagon. It's tougher to get up there. He gave him the opportunity to wall walk, and now Sukamta looking for a takedown of his own.
Oh! Was that a back elbow that landed in another left from Sukamta?
Wow, beautiful technique, 2-on-1. He felt he had the hands separated. Spinning back elbow from Perez.
10 seconds.
Entertaining stuff here from Andre Sukamta and Alejandro Perez. This could easily be one round apiece. 5 minutes to go. And every time Sukamta touches Perez with the left hand, it's a problem. Perez with the left hand. Sorry, Brian.
Every time they're exchanging, look at the level of the chin on Perez. He raises it just slightly. A lot of times fighters do that because they want to see over their hands instead of looking through them.
Keep in mind, Perez got here earlier than Sukamta to try and acclimate himself to the altitude. Let's see if that plays a factor.
Now, and you get to hear Sukamta, there is a lot of recovery breaths taken in his corner.
Ooh,
I think he's paced himself well. Sukamta, as long as he continues to work behind his jab, has been successful. He needs more jabs in the face of Perez. When Perez doing a nice job, he's not getting stuck on the fence anymore. Circling, getting back to the center, moving around a little bit more.
Good defense there from Sukamta.
Close round so far. Excellent right hand from Sukamta. like the entry there. Use the strikes to get into the clinch. Let's see if he can finish here. He's had a really hard time finishing takedowns. Regardless, Perez is a more active guy, and he gets it. That is huge here in round 3 for Perez as he lands a nice knee to the chest.
This is what Perez's corner wanted. Grapple with him, get him down.
Let's go, work, yeah, work, yeah, work, up. Now put the pressure, get out of there, put the pressure.
And right now, I've got Perez winning this round, and Sukamta's got to do something this last minute to try and steal it.
A minute to go here. Another takedown attempt there by Perez as Sukamta's corner screaming that he'd get in there and mix it up.
And this is smart. Sukamta's the one walking him down here in the final 30 seconds. Lands a nice right hand after the knee.
Nice body kick there from Perez. A left hook attempt for Sukamta gets nothing but air as he calls Perez in for one more exchange as we go to the final 15 seconds.
Oh!
10 seconds.
Tough look for the last 10 seconds beyond your back. This is going to be an interesting one to see when the judges score or tally.
El ganador por decisión dividida, your winner by split decision, Alejandro.
Considering we've already seen 7 first-round stoppages, I should mention that Grasso has 4 first-round finishes. Marcos has 2.
Already we can see a looser Grasso, but she ate a strong right hand there from Miranda Marcos, whose boxing continually improves.
And this crowd firmly behind Alexa Grasso.
Where these ladies are meeting in the middle and getting after it right now. But Marcos really, she wants to back Grasso up tonight. She wants to see how she responds when she's driven backwards, and she'd like to test her on the ground and take her down a couple times as well.
Marcos didn't seem bothered at all that Grasso missed weight, saying, listen, I'm going to probably come to the octagon at about 125 pounds, so it's no sweat off my back.
Now, Grasso's been in Mexico City for weeks. She trains here frequently, and Marcos landed some bombs right here.
Look at Marcos not backing up one step.
And this is her favorite takedown. She likes the head and arm takedown. We see primarily boxing for Marcos. Those leg kicks can be a big weapon for Grasso.
Grasso with a straight right hand. Marcos would love some consistency in her career. She's alternated wins and losses, 9 straight fights, looking for her first back-to-back victory since 2013. You saw what Marcos was thinking.
And she likes that spinning back fist there. She knew it wasn't there. Reset.
She caught Esparza with it in her last fight. Nice body kick followed by a straight right again. And now Grasso opening up.
Boy, that left hook landed flush to the chin of Marcos. May have stunned her. A good body lock here. We'll see if she chooses to do that. She typically prefers to go for double legs and slam you. And there's the head and arm attempt from Marcos, but this is why that's a risky takedown attempt. Oftentimes you give up your back during it.
Let's see what Grasso could do here.
Wow.
She does have 9 wins, 4 knockouts, 5 by decision. No submission wins for Grasso.
And she's got, oh, nice job by Marcos. She's about to get stretched out there, rolls into half guard with an underhook.
Some big elbows inside now. This round has completely turned around now as Grasso gets the front foot, but Marcos back on her feet.
A good finish to the round as Randa Marcos started pretty well as well, but man, a much more aggressive Alexa Grasso than we saw in her previous fight.
The first half of the round belonged to Marcos. The second half to Grasso.
You know, does Randa Marcos want to expend the energy necessary to execute one of those takedown attempts? She's got to set it up perfectly. And a nice lead left kick landed for Grasso.
And now they open up again. This is the kind of fight that these fans in Mexico love. And there's Grasso switching things.
Wow, what balance. Grasso did a nice job. She's got to get her right knee through and on the side and try and free her right foot. Nice work from Randa Marcos to not allow her to get top position there. Boy, both of these ladies laying it all out on the line here. Throwing pace out the window and going for it. So Nice technique by both of these ladies.
And looking at Grasso, she doesn't look that strong, but she's proving just how strong she is here.
And can be more important than strength in a lot of these ground positions, and that's what Grasso did there. She used her technique with the underhook to get herself up.
Grasso started out as the receptionist and cleaner for her uncle and father's gym when she was a small child. Decided to learn jiu-jitsu while she was there. Won a tournament and is hooked on MMA ever since.
Man, huge there by Randa Marcos. Catch the kick. Let's see if she can get some top control time. Doing a good job of keeping that far side, the left shoulder of Grasso flat. Now we'll see if she can get some shoulder pressure with that left shoulder. That's going to help her solidify this position as she's looking to move into mount.
And again, Grasso back to her feet. Well done.
Well-timed knee for Marcos as she got up, though. You gotta have a lot of resources to be able to travel down here. It's been several weeks here. And again, she catches a kick and converts another takedown. Huge for Randa Marcos. Another big mistake there by Alexa Grasso, going for that body kick.
And look at Grasso again, fighting for position. Just when you think Marcos has her down and maybe out,
yeah,
Grasso finds a way.
Marcos has two hooks and she's gonna try and free her head and take the back here. Beautiful, another gorgeous transition. Okay, what a fight by these ladies. And there, now those elbows did some damage. Grasso trying to control the posture.
This has been a fantastic round for Marcos, and now she's about to perhaps get the back. "30 seconds here for Grasso to survive."
Now, pretty good defense so far on the ground from Grasso. She's eaten some big shots, but she's also done a good job controlling posture.
The crowd rallying to Grasso's defense.
Well, you got to be impressed. I mean, round one, I felt like went to Grasso and Marcos to come out here, have this kind of performance in round two with the crowd not behind her. Excellent fight.
We head to round three.
Clean, break clean.
Right hand lands for Marcos. Grasso counter punches.
Feint her way inside to land these combinations, but look at Grasso's hands. She keeps her hands nice and high. And Marcos really only headhunting, not looking for any body shots, making her punches a little bit easier to defend. But she's been very active so far in owning the center in the third round. Well, I think they said more body kicks, those ones being caught. When you look at Marcos' stance, she gets very heavy on her lead head with that boxing, or lead leg with that boxing stance. I think chopping that lead leg would help her. Grasso's combinations are just so clean. Excellent boxing. She sneaks the jab in there nicely.
That right hand landed for Grasso. She would certainly do so if she can win this.
Oh, beautiful timing on that one. Guillotine attempt here from Grasso.
And it opens up with a couple of punches. Left and a right land.
Excellent work there from a submission attempt, and as soon as Marcos let go of her, lands a couple of more strikes.
There's a significant strikes per round. The third round is close. That right hand may have been the best punch of the fight for Grasso as it forced Marcos back. Close round three, another right hand. Backs Marcos up against the fence. And a left connects. The crowd roars their approval. 10 seconds to go.
And that makes it tough when you fight on somebody else's turf. The crowd screaming every time they touch you. Strong finish.
It'll be a close one, Brian.
La ganadora por decisión dividida, your winner by split decision, Alexa.
This is Alvey's game. And Alvey, he's been criticized for being too much of a counter striker. There, a beautiful right hand to the double. See if Rashad can close his hands. Good defense so far from Sam Alvey. Well, we just don't see guys get Sam Alvey down very often. He's got deceptively good takedown defense. Obviously, years of training with Dan Henderson will certainly help.
But I'm not going to leave the fight until the fight leaves me. Feels he's got a lot left.
Well, his motivation is certainly back here. Nice adjustment there to swing the head to the outside, but Alvey still has that left underhook, making it very difficult. This is what Alvey expected, right? Cage control time. He can't just sit here and wait back, because I mean, we're 2.5 minutes into this round, and outside of the elbow he just threw, he really hasn't initiated much, so not a whole lot of action either way, but the man really dictating, controlling cage so far has been Rashad.
Kelvin Gastelum after snapping a 3-fight skid.
I'll tell you what, it's all mental for Rashad. I mean, I trained with him not that long ago, and the guy still has it, man. He is very elite when he gets you down, and it's imperative. Sam Alvey's going to use that left hand to get some pressure on the head of Rashad Evans.
Sam Alvey with his 7th fight in 14 months.
You know, a lot of fighters are miserable in training camp. Sam Alvey's happy. He enjoys the grind of being in training camp. It's why he's able to fight so frequently, and did an excellent job there, by the way, getting back to his feet.
So finally some space between the two. Mexico City nearly a half-mile higher than the mile-high city, Denver. And now they open up a little bit as Rashad pushes Alvey to the octagon to end round 1.
Was able to complete one, but wasn't able to hold Alvey down. I think Rashad needs to let his hands go a little bit more. Let those kicks go. He ate a lot of inside leg kicks against Talis Leites in his last fight, and it was something that really altered the course of the fight. Alvey could barely walk on that lead leg. Ooh, and an excellent body kick from Rashad there.
And a right hand landed there for Alvey. Not sure if Alvey speaks Spanish, but I don't think the crowd was cheering for him there. Again, Evans trying so hard to get the takedown, and
beautiful adjustment. And look at Alvey, man, right away gets the fence back to his feet, and that's causing Rashad to have to work very hard. And Rashad's just not an easy guy to get up from underneath. I'm impressed with Alvey's ability to thwart these takedown attempts, but he cannot be patient with his back on the fence like he was in round 1. Well, a moment ago, Alvey did a nice job framing, creating some space, and landing some strikes. And there again, a nice knee to the body. Well, but no real ground control with any of them. I think he's got to start using this clinch and landing some strikes in here. He's controlling the position, but it's Alvey who landed more strikes in that exchange. It's definitely going to tax Rashad, and I think that's the reason why we see when he disengages here, he takes a little bit of a break from his strikes, tries to regain his win. It's time to go to plan B now.
Evans with one more takedown attempt as we head to the end of round 2.
Rashad needs to use that against him now. Throw the punch, fake the takedown, then come back upstairs. Who lands a nice left hook there. What Alvey's doing a nice job. He's cutting him off, forcing him to be in front of him, but then he's just not letting the hands go.
And now Rashad in his comfort zone.
Alvey has his back on the fence, but he's the one throwing strikes. Rashad needs to either land this takedown or he's got to start throwing more combinations. It's really on Rashad Evans to have a sense of urgency here in the second half of this round if he wants to steal it, potentially win this fight. And he lands a nice right hand there, but can't finish the takedown. And, you know, I really feel like the last minute and a half here, it's on Rashad Evans to do more. I think if he lets this round slip away, I think he will definitely lose this fight.
Oh, right, a stinging right from Rashad Evans. Vintage. Of course, one of the best one-punch knockouts in UFC history by Rashad Evans when he knocked out Chuck Liddell. The former UFC light heavyweight champion right now with 40 seconds left to work against smiling Sam Alvey.
And I think he should abandon this takedown attempt. He should look to land some massive strikes, try and drop Sam Alvey. This is definitely the best takedown guy we've seen him fight in a long time. And he's done an excellent job thwarting these attempts, fighting well in the clinch.
Your winner by split decision, el ganador por decisión dividida, Smiling Sam.